Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is stellabeautytarot back at you again with another video. I would like to thank each and every one of you for liking, commenting, subscribing, and donating to my channel. I really do appreciate all the love and all the support. And thank you for those of you who've been booking readings with me. It is truly appreciated, okay? So guys, your girl's Patreon channel is up and running. So if you would like to support your girl, you'll be able to find a link in the description box below. I do post 2 exclusive videos per week, so go check it out if you feel called to. So as you guys can tell by the title of this video is going to be about how do people secretly feel in your presence. Okay, so pile number 1, you're going to be the moonstone crystal. Pile number 2, you're going to be the smoky quartz crystal. And pile number 3, you're going to be the tree agate crystal. So again, pile number 1, moonstone crystal. Pile number 2, smoky quartz crystal. And pile number 3, tree agate crystal. So pause this video if you must and meditate on the card or the crystal that you feel most drawn to. You'll be able to find your timestamps in the description box below, and I'll see you guys at your pile. Hi Pawan! Welcome to my channel. This is stellabeautytarot back at you again with another video. So my pile number 1, you picked the moonstone crystal, and this is going to be your reading, okay? So if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. I'm so happy to have you back. And if you are a newbie, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. So the way that I like to do this is like to smudge the cards first before we get started, so we don't pick up the energy of previous pile or previous readings, okay? So my pile number 1. How do people secretly feel in your presence? How do they secretly feel in your presence? How do people secretly feel? We have the King of Wands. They could secretly feel intimidated by your presence because you have a powerful energy here with the King of Wands. You're assertive, you're strong, you're powerful, you have amazing leadership qualities here. So they definitely feel insecure in your presence. Especially like, I'm getting like, if you're a woman here, other men may feel threatened or intimidated by your presence, secretly feel like that, especially in dating scenes, okay? Like dating relationships. Like intimate relationships, I feel like you may have men trying to tell you to tone down or pipe down. They probably told you that you were too much. Okay, so how do people secretly feel in your presence? We have the Hermit, okay? The Hermit is all about, you know, like going within, introspection, okay? It's also like shadow work. So some people in your presence, they may secretly feel seen or find out, okay, with the Hermit card, because you're so introspective. But not only that, I feel like a lot of you are really good at analyzing people or seeing patterns in people, and you may notice certain things about them. And what I'm getting here with the Hermit card, some people may secretly feel like you're seeing right through them or you're judging them when they are in your presence, okay? How do people secretly feel in your presence, my pile number 1? Yeah, we have the 2 of Swords. Ooh, there is an energy of like feeling like uncomfortable in your presence with the 2 of Swords, not knowing what to expect with you. You're like mysterious to these people with the 2 of Swords. How do people secretly feel in your presence, my phone number 1? Ooh, we have the Knight of Swords. They feel like a rush, a surge of energy. You're very quick on your feet. You're very sharp. Some of them, they feel outsmarted in your presence, or they feel like there's definitely this energy of intimidation in your presence. People secretly feel intimidated by your intellect when they are in your presence. They feel outsmart, or they just feel like there's something about you that you have that they do not. Okay, you have the it factor as well. What do people secretly feel in your presence, but they won't tell you? Ooh, we have the Tower. There is a chaotic energy, because Tower is about chaos, shook, or disaster. Some people feel unsettled in your presence, and it's not because of something that you're doing per se. It's more about how they are perceiving you, like how they feel when you come around. It's like this unsettling energy that you trigger in some people when you're around. It's nothing that you could do about it. Like, it's just how they perceive you. And maybe your energy is very strong with the Tower. You could be a Scorpio. There's something about your energy that invokes chaos in some people. Like, it makes them unsettled. It's like as if you're irritating their demons or something. How do people secretly feel in your presence? How do people secretly feel in your presence? We have the Eight of Wands. Okay, that's a good thing. Some people, they feel inspired, driven. They feel rejuvenated in your presence. So just be mindful of that, because that means you do attract energy vampires. And I feel like the Tower is more narcissistic individual, because maybe they feel like they can't outsmart you with the Knight of Swords. They can't outdo you. So they feel like they can't control you. And because they can't control the situation, it makes them nervous, or it makes them, like I said, I keep getting unsettled in your presence. Okay, but other people feel inspired by you, because we also have the King of Wands, which is inspiration energy, inspiring energy. So some people, they feel inspired by you. How do people secretly feel in your presence? We have the Page of Pentacles. Ooh, some people, they may feel like a beginner, a scholar, like a student, like somebody who is just getting started, who doesn't have much knowledge, still learning. People are taking notes silently in your presence. They're taking notes of how you do certain things, how you speak, how you move. How do people secretly feel in your presence? We have, ooh, judgment. Yeah, some of them, they secretly feel judged by you. But it's like you're not even judging them. You're not even doing anything. It's just like maybe you could see right through them, see certain things about them that they may want to hide, or they don't want to be seen. Okay, this is like aspect of themselves that maybe insecurities, or certain things that they may feel ashamed of. Maybe you see it, but you don't really judge them. You just see it, but then you brush it off, because it's not really your place to even judge, right? But some people, that's how they feel in your presence. How do people secretly feel in your presence? We have the Page of Cups. Yeah, some people feel vulnerable in your presence. I'm telling you, there's something about you that makes people feel like seen or naked, or like, and it's like in a vulnerable sense, where you could see their flaws, you could see their shadow, and it's not like something that you're looking for, like you're trying to analyze them to see a flaw or see a mistake. Like, you're not doing that. You're not focused like that. You're not obsessed like that, okay, on people. You're just, because you're very observant and you're very quiet, like you just watch and pay attention to what is said and what is not said being said, and that's how you pick up on certain things on people. But some people, they feel vulnerable in your presence. How do people secretly feel in your presence, my pro number one? We have the Two of Wands. You see another card of inspiration, boldness, action. Okay, so there is a positive aspect to it as well, because not everybody feels insecure in your presence. Some people, your power, your strength, your drive, your determination inspires them to be the best version of themselves. But unfortunately, we do have different personalities in the world. Not everybody's the same. Not everybody's going to take your energy, or perceive your energy the same, or your presence the same. Okay, so how do people secretly feel in your presence? We have the Ten of Cups. Yeah, some people feel safe, emotionally grounded in your presence. So you do have people that admire you, think highly of you with the Ten of Cups. They feel very drawn to you, like a kindred spirit. How do people secretly feel in your presence? We have the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, there is definitely this balanced energy. You bring a sense of security and a groundedness to you when people are around you. They feel grounded, they feel safe in your presence. How do people typically feel in your presence? We have the Ace of Wands, guys. Yeah, people are inspired by you. So, like I said, it comes with territory. Like this energy that you emanate, my pal number one, it comes with territory. So people are going to take to it and be inspired by it and be attracted to this beautiful energy that you have, and others will be intimidated by it, especially if they have a lot of healing to do, a lot of shadow that they need to heal from, okay, that they don't want to accept. It's mostly people that do not want to accept their shadow, because we all have a shadow. Okay, we don't, well, nobody is just light and no shadow. Anybody who is just light and shadow just are the ones that are unhealed. Okay, so how do people secretly feel in your presence? Ooh, we have the star, guys. I'm telling you, they feel inspired, motivated. Okay, you give them a sense of hope and rejuvenation. Like you give them hope when it comes to their dreams, their goals, and aspirations here. With the star, you could be an Aquarius. I think we only have Aquarius here. Oh no, we have Scorpio as well. You could be a fixed sign. Okay, so how do people secretly feel in your presence? And we also have Virgo. And I think we also, yeah, we have Capricorn too. How do people secretly feel in your presence? We have the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, they feel grounded. There is definitely a sense of security because Seven of Pentacles can represent security, grounding, energy, investment. So there is that grounding energy that you emanate. People feel safe. They trust you. They trust your presence. Like nobody's like, I don't, even if the people that are feeling chaotic in your energy, they're not sensing that you are danger, like you want them, you mean them any harm. It's more about them, how they feel like, oh my gosh, like they could see right through me. They know that I'm like, let's say somebody's lying to you or being fake. You could sense that. And maybe some of them, they're like, oh my gosh, like they could see right through me. They know that I'm lying. They know that I'm pretending. So this is what I'm getting here. Okay, but none of them feel like, oh my god, they're going to hurt me. They're, you know, nah, it's not even that energy that you people don't feel like that towards you when you're in their presence. And we have the Ace of Cups. Yeah, they feel loved. They feel like they could sense how genuine you are, how pure you are with the Ace of Cups when they are in your presence. Like you actually care. Like when you talk, you actually care. You listen carefully, attentively to people. How do people secretly feel? Ooh, we have the Nine of Pentacles. Ooh, they definitely feel lucky to be in your presence with the Nine of Pentacles because you emanate an energy of luxury, an energy of abundance. So that source of inspiration where people want to be the best version of themselves, they get that because you emanate the Nine of Pentacles energy. So just being in close proximity to you makes them like energize people. They feel energized in your presence. So just be mindful of that because that could go either either way. Like it could be a good thing, but it could also be a negative thing because you could attract people that are energetic vampires that steal your essence, that steal your energy, that steals your like ideas with the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so just be mindful of that. So what do people secretly, how do people secretly feel in your presence? Just one card, please. How do people secretly feel? Yeah, some of them, you see, now back to the defensive energy with the Nine of Wands. Okay, yeah, you do have people that feel insecure or defensive in your energy when they feel in your presence, when they are around you. So you may experience people that give you attitude or are combative for no reason. Like you haven't done anything to them and they're already giving you attitude. Especially if you go to like restaurants, like, you know, like Tim Hortons, Starbucks or something like that, and you just go get like a coffee or a drink, whatever you're getting there, right? Or just any restaurant. I'm just giving that as an example. You may see that the cashier is giving you attitude and like being rough with you, and as you're like, what the heck, I don't even know you, like I'm just here to order my drink, why are you acting like that? You know what I mean? Like in your head you're wondering like, why is this person giving you attitude? And it's because of that, like your presence makes them feel some type of way about themselves. How do people secretly feel in your presence, my pal number one? Yeah, we have the World card. They definitely feel like in your presence they don't feel accomplished because the World card speaks of accomplishments, cycle being completed, and some of them they may feel like they're lacking or they're behind. This is like them comparing themselves to you. So that's like an issue on them and not really on you. Okay. And this is what I'm getting here. So what do people secretly, how do people secretly feel in your presence? We have the Strength card. Yeah. There's definitely that inspiration, because this is another card of inspiration. We do have the Star, and now we have the Strength. So like we have Leo and we have Aquarius here, opposites. So you have this magnetic vibe to you. So people feel like enamored in your presence. There is this energy of obsession. Like you may have like secret admirers or people that are obsessed with you, watching you. How do people secretly feel in your presence? How do people secretly feel in your presence, my pal? Number one. Yeah, we have the Queen of Pentacles. You see that grounded energy, trustworthy, dependable, reliable. Yeah, people definitely feel like they could trust you. That's why you have a lot of people that come to you for advice, for support, emotional support, or creative ideas. Okay. You may have a lot of people that take from you, like take of your time, your energy, your resources. Like they always want, you may attract a lot of needy people. How do people secretly feel in your presence? How do people secretly feel in your presence, my pal number? We have the King of Swords. Yeah. Like I said, going back to the Knight of Swords that came out earlier. Some people, they feel outsmarted in your presence, like they don't measure up when it comes to intellect. You're more intelligent, okay? And they feel some type of way about that. How do people secretly feel? Yeah, we have the Ace of Cups. So you see there's a mixture of like insecurities, you know, feeling like feel, oh my gosh, the word is not coming to me. I heard undervalued when they are in your presence, like they feel ignored by other people because you take the spotlight. Because we do have the Star here, so you are in the spotlight. A lot of people like you or like your energy. They want to emulate you. You're definitely, like I said, I keep getting like your source of inspiration, and people get inspired by you. You make them want to be the best version of themselves. Like you're like the blueprint. People like compare themselves to you, and if they feel like they're doing better than you or they're outshining you in some way, shape, or form, they feel good about themselves, unfortunately. Because it's kind of sad on their part, not on your part, because you feel good regardless. So how do people secretly feel? Yeah, we have the Six of Cups. Oh, there's definitely this innocence, purity, or vulnerability that you make people feel when they are in your presence. Going back to, like I was saying, like feeling naked or feeling seen in your presence, like you could see right through them. That's how they secretly feel in your presence. That's why some people, they may be like trying to challenge your intellect with the King of Swords, because they feel like they could feel like you're smarter than them, or you have some sort of knowledge that they do not possess, and they get it threatened or intimidated by you because of that. That's why they feel chaotic in your energy. It's like malfunctioning. What do people secretly feel? How do people secretly feel in your presence? How do people secretly feel? Yeah, Page of Pentacles again, guys. That's the second time the Page of Pentacles comes out. And the Page of Pentacles is a scholar. He's a student. So some people, they secretly feel like a novelist when they are in your presence, because they feel like they're not as knowledgeable, as wise, or as informed as you. Okay? So like the comparison is heavy for you, my pal, number one. Okay? So that's all I have for you, my pal number one. I hope this reading resonated. If it did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I hope to see you in my next video, pal number one. Bye. Hi, pal two. Welcome to my channel. This is Stella Beauty Tarot by Ketchu again with another video. So my pal number two, you picked the Smoky Quartz Crystal. And this is going to be your reading, okay? So if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. I'm so happy to have you back. And if you are a newbie, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. So the way that I like to do this is like to smudge the cards first before we get started, so we don't pick up the energy of previous spell or previous readings, okay? So my pile number 2. How do people secretly feel in your presence? How do people secretly feel in your presence, my pile number 2? How do people secretly feel in your presence? What do we have here? We have the Six of Swords. This is a calming energy that you emanate. When people are around you, they feel safe. They feel at ease, at peace. Okay? So you have a very soothing energy. How do people secretly feel in your presence, my pile number 2? How do people secretly feel in your presence? Oh, we have the Five of Cups. There's like an energy of like regret and sadness. There is this energy of sorrow or disappointment. It's like with the Six of Swords, you remind them of someone or something from the past that they gave up on, or they feel like they lost on. Like it could be like especially elders, people that are older than you, they may feel like nostalgic or sad or remorseful about the past when they are in your presence, because you remind them of something that they gave up on. So like a dream or goal or aspiration that they gave up on, and in your presence they feel like regretful. And it's not you per se, it's just something that you remind them of. Okay, so how do people secretly feel in your presence? Wow, we have the Two of Cups. It's like there is this challenging, conflicted energy that people feel in your presence, because and one side of them with the Five of Cups feel sad about something that they feel like they've lost, but the Two of Cups speaks of union, love, okay, union of the soul, collaborative energy, compassion. So they could sense that you are a very compassionate individual, you're very loving, you're very nurturing. However, there is this sense of loss or regret or sadness that comes whenever you're around, okay? How do people secretly feel in your presence? Ooh, the Empress. There's this nurturing energy. Maybe they long for a parental figure that they never had. And then when you are around, you invoke those feelings of like maternal feelings, nurturing feelings, abundance. It's like there is a sense of loss when you are around. It's like you remind them of the past, like a moment in time where life was amazing, life was peaceful, life was in balance. Ooh, I feel like a lot of people may come to you for like because as a sense source of nurturing energy. So you may attract a lot of needy people or people that desire what you have with the Empress energy. You're very abundant. How do people secretly feel in your presence? We have the Knight of Cups. Ooh, this Knight of Cups is like this charming energy, nostalgic energy, luring energy here, because the Knight of Cups is all about romanticizing. It's all about love, beautiful energy, you know, finessing energy, because the Knight of Cups is a real finesse. He could finesse anybody if he wants to, okay? That's what I'm getting here with the Knight of Cups. But there's this romanticizing energy. Like people romanticize you. Like it's like there is an illusion here when it comes to you, my pal number 2. Like people don't really see you for who you really are. They only see you for what you represent to them. So if you represent a mother figure or somebody that is nurturing, or someone at one point in time that was nurturing to them, this is how they feel in your presence. Okay, it's like there's an association to you because you have a very potent energy. And some people, they may lack something in their life that you represent, and then they associate that with you. Okay, so like it's like more of an illusion. They're not seeing the truth, your true self, who you actually are, and it's more so what you represent. But it's like the feeling that they feel when they are with you is nothing wrong, nothing bad, but it's just like distorted. Okay, it's like, it's not like you're making them feel any type of way or bad, because the Five of Cups is more about them losing that side, losing that person that you represent, that image that you represent. Okay, so there's an illusion here. How do people secretly feel in your presence? Yeah, we have the High Priestess and we have the Wheel of Fortune. People feel lucky and blessed to be in your presence. And then we have, they feel drawn to you because we have the High Priestess. So there's this mysticism, mystical, magical, enchanting energy that you represent as well. So people are very drawn to you. Like, you're very powerful here with the High Priestess and the Wheel of Fortune. So people feel blessed to be in your presence with the Wheel of Fortune. They feel lucky. They feel like, it's like, oh, I feel like people just put a lot of pressure on you. Like, it's like, you know what I'm getting? When people are in your presence, they feel like everything is going to work out for them. Everything is going to turn out fine for them. And you become like an anchor for these people, like a pillar, not an anchor, a pillar. And then they lean on you, they depend on you. And it's like they put all of their burdens onto you, like a child would do with their mother. And it's like, you're not their mother though, but like, because you have this motherly energy, you're very abundant, you're very creative, and that nurturing energy that you possess. Even if you're not a mother, you could have just Empress energy. You could be a Libra, you could be a Taurus here, don't have to be, because we also have Sagittarius and Cancer. So you have this very powerful energy. People feel lucky to be around you. They feel safe. They spiritually drawn to you with the High Priestess. But it's like, they're putting on all of their baggage onto you, which is not fair to you. Like, you're not their mother. It's like, you're just a human being. Maybe you just possess motherly instinct, but you're not their mother. And that's where I feel like this is where they're distorted. Okay, like some people, they may want a lot of your energy. They're like needy, like a child. Like, you're not their mother. I keep getting that. Like, you're not that, you know? How do people secretly feel in your presence? We have the Knight of Wands. Yeah, they definitely feel inspired in your presence. And this is something that they may not like to admit, that you're a source of inspiration, you're a source of joy, support. How do people secretly feel in your presence? How do people secretly feel in your presence? Ooh, Seven of Wands. Some people, they may be defensive in your presence or guarded. Sorry about that, my pal number two. I just heard somebody at my door, so sorry about that. So as I was saying, people secretly feel defensive or guarded in your presence. Some people, maybe you trigger something in them that they don't want to deal with, so they might feel triggered by you. How do people secretly feel? Yeah, Star, hopeful. There is definitely a healing energy about you, nurturing energy about you that people feel. That's why I was going, like, you know, that motherly energy that you emanate. So I feel like maybe people like to trauma dump on you with the Empress energy and the Star. Like, they tell you all their trauma, like you're their therapist or something. And it's like I said, it's not fair to you to have to take on all that energy when it's not yours to carry. Okay, so that's why I was saying, like, there's this distorted view. Like, it's like they, like, you become like their surrogate mother or surrogate father, and it's like, no, go to therapy, go get the like professional help that you need, because it's like, you know, you're not the one. Like, it's not like in a bad way or in a rude way. It's more like, okay, well, you're not equipped to handle all these emotions because they're not, like I said, it's not yours to carry. So why are they doing this to you? But this is how people feel, and you're secretly feeling your presence. So you may have had this experience where strangers would come and tell you their whole life story, their trauma, and it's like, you're there just trying to enjoy your sandwich. People are just telling you their business. Okay, So how do people secretly feel in your presence? Yeah, we have the devil. They're drawn to you. There is definitely an obsessive energy, because your energy is so potent, so healing, so powerful, that people can't get enough of you. My pile number two, like you may have exes from like 5 years ago, 10 years ago, that keeps coming back to you, keeps coming back to your energy, because they try to get that same source, that same like feeling that you give them when they were with you. They try to look for it in other people and they couldn't, so they always come back to you. You may even have friends from the past that always come back to you, even if like you guys fall off, you move on with your life, you're good, like you're able to bounce back and then just forget about this person, but they never forget you. There is this energy of obsession here, control. Some people, they feel possessive of you when they are in your presence, like they don't want anybody else to have you or have a chance to get to know you. How do people secretly feel? Ooh, Seven of Swords. Ugh. Seven of Swords is like deception, deceitful energy. Like this is like strategic energy as well, but I'm getting like more of a deceptive energy, especially if you look at the illustration. Look at his face. He looks like he's up to no good. Okay? Mischievous look on his face, like he's about to do something sneaky here, catch you, like come at you behind your back without you seeing them. That's what I'm getting here with the Seven of Swords. So some people, they may feel like that towards you, or feel like that in your presence, like they want to have a upper hand or do something negative to you because of how, like, their insecurities. How do people secretly feel in your presence? How do people secretly feel? We have the Knight of Swords. Some of them, they feel like inferior intellectually, like you're smarter than them, or you have some sort of like knowledge that they do not possess with the Knight of Swords. How do people secretly feel in your presence? How do people secretly feel? We have the Ten of Cups. Yeah, like there is this emotional safety, emotional satisfaction, emotional fulfillment that people feel in your presence. That is going back to that motherly energy, because you have this motherly vibe to you, and people may, like I said, trauma dump on you, or like just act like a child, like as if you're their mother, telling you, like asking you questions, like as if, like that mother-child relationship, that I feel like you may found yourself in this type of dynamic at times with people, or even lovers or friends, and it might be uncomfortable for you. It's not even like something that you're doing yourself, is because of the energy that you have, and you may attract those type of people that are wounded, that may have mother wounds or father wounds that they need healing. And because you have that motherly, fatherly energy, naturally they are drawn to you. They're drawn to a piece of themselves that they never had, like what they're missing from their mother. So that's why in your presence they feel like safe or happy. Some people may have told you that they feel like at home with you, a sense of comfort. But you see, there's some people with the Seven of Wands that are defensive, because that's the second time the Seven of Wands comes out for you, my pal number two. So some people, they are defensive in your presence. They may not know why. Maybe they want to rebel, or they feel like they're not worthy of your love or your affection or the energy that you emanate, so they want to rebel against you, go up against you, like your energetic field is too strong for them, so they rebel. So how do people secretly feel in your presence, my pal number two? How do people secretly feel in your presence? No, just one, please. How do people secretly feel in your presence? How do people secretly feel? We have the World card. Yeah, just like pile number one, some people may feel like unaccomplished with the World card. Maybe stuck in a cycle with the Seven of Wands right beside it. They may feel like stuck in a cycle that they cannot come out of. They may compare themselves to you, compare it to themselves to your abundance, your success, what you have accomplished so far. Also the type of love that you get from other people. Maybe they feel outshined in your presence as well. How do people secretly feel in your presence? What do we have here? Ooh, Nine of Wands. Yeah, they feel defensive. Like I said, the Seven of Wands is here twice and now Nine of Wands. Some of them, their ego is kind of like bruised, or they feel less than in your presence because of like how they perceive you. They put you on a pedestal. How do people secretly perceive you? Wow. I said secretly perceive you, but that's how they perceive you with the Empress. But they feel like you're the Empress. You're here twice. Like the Empress is here twice. That's your energy, my pal number two. You have this beautiful, creative, feminine, okay, healthy feminine energy. Like you're not distorted, you're not wounded, okay, you're healthy. So that healthy parental figure, that's how some people feel in your presence. They secretly feel like you're their mother that they never had. Even if you guys are the same age, like they still look up to you, they still like respect your opinion, like a parent. Like you have this authority without wanting to. Okay, so how do people secretly feel in your presence? Yeah, we have the Death card. Intimidated. You could be a Scorpio, Libra, Cusper. Yeah, some people could feel intimidated in your presence. Okay, yeah, like with the Death card, like this magnetic energy, they're still drawn to you. We also have the Devil here, so they're like so drawn to you, drawn to your energy, obsessed with you, but intimidated by you at the same time. How do people secretly feel in your presence? Just one card, please. We have the Three of Wands. Some people, they may feel like motivated with the Three of Wands, okay? Like by your presence, by your drive, especially with the Death card, your determination to get things done, your boldness, your assertiveness. Some people are drawn to that, but others might be like intimidated by that. How do people secretly feel in your presence, my pal number two? Ooh, yeah. Some people, they definitely feel inspired by you. The people that have done the work, the inner work, the shadow work, they will be inspired by you. But the people that are still healing, or they have some sort of wound that they don't want to address, may feel threatened or intimidated by your presence. Yeah, we have the Queen of Wands. You see now, fire energy. Yeah, like they feel like some of them, they feel like, yeah, intimidated with the Queen of Wands because of like your confidence level, your assertiveness, your boldness is something that may make them feel like inadequate when they are in your presence because they don't have that drive, that determination. But others that are, like I said, those ones that are healed or like doing the shadow work, doing the healing work, they are drawn to your energy, they are passionate, and they're like motivated when they are around you. Like you give them hope, because we do have the star here. Okay, so like I said to pal number one, not everybody's going to feel the same way about you when they are in your presence. It all depends on where they are on their healing journey and their spiritual journey. Okay, so how do people secretly feel in your presence? Ooh, Ten of Swords. Ooh, yeah, there's some people that really your energy irritates them with the Ten of Swords. Something about you makes them ache. And it's nothing that you do wrong. It's not about you. It's really about what you represent because you're the Empress. Some people, they cannot take Empress energy because Empress energy is too high vibing for them. They may be too low vibing, and Empress energy irritates them because it's like a mirror to show them what they don't have or what they lack, and they may not like the reflection, so they may just take it out on you, because we do have the Nine of Wands and the Seven of Wands, so just keep that in mind. Okay, so how do people secretly feel in your presence? Yeah, King of Pentacles. You see, with the Ten of Swords and King of Pentacles, they feel like inadequate because the King of Pentacles is self-sufficient, independent. And then imagine if you're around somebody who has it all together, their money, their career, everything is on luck, and then you're at the bottom and you haven't done the healing. There's a difference with being at the bottom, you've done the healing, and look at somebody that is where you want to be as a source of inspiration. You're gonna look at them like, okay, yo, this person did it, I can do it too. But if you're not healed, you're not gonna look at it like that. You're gonna be like, oh, who do they think they are? Oh, they think they're better than me because they have the, like you see the different type of mindset. Somebody who could see the same person, two people could see the same person but have a different perspective of them. And this is what I'm getting here for you, my pal number two. So how do people secretly feel in your presence? Just one card, please, Spirit. Wow, we started with the Six of Swords, we're ending with the Six of Swords. That peaceful, calm, cool, and collected energy. But some people, they feel like when they are in your presence, they kind of feel like they're behind in life, or they're being left behind because they're not measuring up to your expectations or what you're doing or where you are at in life. So like I said, there's like a contrast here of different people, different energies. It's not going to be like linear when it comes to how people feel in your presence. Okay. So that's all I have for you, my pal number 2. I hope this reading resonated. If it did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I hope to see you in my next video, pal number 2. Bye. Hi, pal 3. Welcome to my channel. This is Stella Beauty Tarot back at you again with another video. So my pal number 3, you picked a tree, agate crystal. And this is going to be your reading, okay? So if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. I'm so happy to have you back. And if you are a newbie, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. So the way that I like to do this is like to smudge the cards first before we get started, so we don't pick up the energy of previous pal or previous readings, okay? So my pal number 3. How do people secretly feel in your presence? How do people secretly feel in your presence, my pal number 3? How people secretly feel in your presence? Ooh, outworked. This is work related. These are like your colleagues or people that are secretly competing against you. Yeah, totally different from pile number 1 and 2. Yeah, people secretly feel outworked in your presence or incompetent in your presence. Yeah. How do people secretly feel in your presence, my pal number 3? How do people secretly feel in your presence? We have the Strength card. Yeah, some people, they may feel weak in your presence or invisible. They may feel like beneath you or some way, shape, or form with the Strength card. They may compare themselves to you, especially when it comes to your work ethics, your dedication. How do people secretly feel in your presence? We have the King of Cups. They could feel emotionally vulnerable in your presence, or they feel seen with the King of Cups. Some people, they have like a secret admiration for you with the Strength card and the King of Cups, but they don't want to admit it to themselves that they admire you. They admire your strength. They admire your emotional intelligence, your work ethics with the Eight of Pentacles, your dedication, your drive, and your commitment to excellence. But they may not want to admit that to themselves, that they admire those aspects, those characteristics about you, because they're competing with you secretly, okay? How do people secretly feel in your presence? Yeah, we have the Chariot. Outworked, outrun, because this is hard work, dedication, committed energy with the Chariot, bold energy. And we have the Strength card. So you could be a Cancer, Leo, or Cusper. And some people, they may feel like um, intimidated by your drive, your determination to get things done, and the fact that you're emotionally intelligent, you're very business savvy, okay? You're committed, you're headstrong, you're focused, you have amazing leadership qualities. And it's giving me work, guys, because a lot of stuff like here that I'm mentioning is about work, like work ethics, determination, commitment. Okay, it's more about accomplishing your goals, dreams, and aspirations. You have a way about you of doing things, and some people, they may feel like some type of way about that. How do people secretly feel in your presence? We have the Seven of Pentacles. I don't know why I heard delayed, or they feel like they secretly feel like they have to put in a lot of work. They have to put in a lot of effort in order to match up to you, in order to live up to your expectation or your standards. Like you have a specific standard, like you represent a standard. Something about you represent the standard of doing something or being someone, okay? and you are living up to that standard. It's not like something that you put up a front, or this is something like you just do for show, and it is not consistently, like you're consistently showing up in a certain way that makes people feel like they have to put in the work when they are in your presence with the Seven of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles. They have to keep grinding with the Chariot. So how do people secretly feel in your presence? Yeah, some people, they may feel vulnerable with the Six of Cups. There is this energy of nostalgia with the Six of Cups, but also vulnerability. So some people may feel vulnerable in your presence. They may feel seen, and that is something that I've picked up on all three piles, is that people feel vulnerable, secretly feel vulnerable in your presence, like, you know, something about their childhood or their adolescence that is coming up whenever you are around. Like, it reminds them of a period in time in their life where they felt inadequate, or like maybe still sibling rivalry, or they felt like unseen. How do people secretly feel in your presence? What do we have here? Ooh, we have the Seven of Swords. Ooh, yeah, people definitely feel like they have to compete, or they have to cheat, or they have to outshine you in some way, shape, or form. They have to maneuver with the Seven of Swords, be deceptive in your presence, like they can't be their true self. Being their true self makes them feel like I said, back to the being vulnerable with the Six of Cups when they are in your presence. So they have to put up a mask or front. It's like they have to pay, they're doing tit for tat. Like, if, like, let's say if you're good at something, you're amazing at something, they have to be better. They have to, like, because if they're better, that means they're oh my god, if they're better than you at something, that means they won at life. They're achieving something. Like I can't relate to that, I'm sorry, but I can't relate to that type of like way of thinking or way of being. But this is what I'm picking up on. If they feel that they could outdo you in some way, shape, or form, they won at life, and that is so sad. Okay, like, that's so sad. How do people secretly feel in your presence? Yeah, because they feel judged. Like, they're comparing themselves to you. They feel inadequate in your presence. They feel like they're not enough. They have to do more. They have to put in more work. And it's like, you're just being yourself. You're not doing anything. You're not saying anything to these people. You're not looking down on them, making them feel inadequate. They just feel inadequate because of your presence. You hold yourself to a specific standard, and that's okay. Like, you're allowed to hold yourself to specific standards, but that doesn't mean that because you hold yourself to a specific standard, that means that this person is less than you because they're not living up to that standard. That's just in their mind. Is because a part of them feel inadequate because in actuality they know that they could do more, they know that they could be more, but they don't want to put in the work. So because when you come in, when your presence is felt in the room, they don't like the fact that they are overshadowed by you. Like, you take all of the attention, and they feel like, well, why can't I be seen like that too? Like, I want to look like pal number three. I want to be like pal number three. And it's like, okay, well, you're not doing the work like pal number three. You're not committed like pal number three. So you can't expect to get the same results. And you are not pal number three. You will never be pal number three. And that's okay. Be okay with who you are as a person, but they don't see it like that. They want your power without doing the work. They want your energy without, like, the struggle that came with that energy, with having that energy. They're not even ready for that type of energy. Okay. Yeah, Nine of Pentacles, guys. Like, I'm telling you, with the Nine of Pentacles, because you come off as, like, you know, living a life of luxury, you have this very expensive energy about you. Maybe you're very picky or selective with who you hang around with. And some people, they feel like, why do you feel like you don't want to hang out with me? What's wrong with me? What's wrong with my energy? Like, why you think you're better than me? It's like that mindset comes in whenever you come into a room, because you're very selective. Maybe because you went through a lot of trauma and you already know that this type of energy didn't do the healing work. Like, you know, you could recognize when somebody is unhealed. And because you know that they're unhealed, and because unhealed people are the most dangerous people, because they don't see anything wrong with their behavior. They operate off of, like, survival. And when somebody operates out of survival, they're willing to do whatever. They don't care about who they hurt because they're in survival mode. But when you operate out of love, it's not the same frequency. So if you are operating out of love, a healing space, you can't be with somebody who's operating in survival mode, because it's not the same frequency. It's not the same, and it's not going to be an equal match. It's going to be like, it's going to drain you if you're operating out of love. So because you know that, and doesn't mean that this person's bad, they just need to heal, they need to do the work, and that's something that they're going to have to do on their own. Nobody can hold their hands or like do it for them. No, they're going to have to put in the work, just like you did. And that's something that they cannot skip over. They cannot do that. If they skip over, that's when they're going to repeat the same cycle over and over and over until they learn. But you have already learned your lesson. So this is why you're operating higher. So that's why there's that energetic like discomfort when you come around. Okay. So how do people secretly feel in your presence? Yeah, Queen of Swords. Some of them, they feel guarded in your presence or angry, because you have boundaries here, and you need to have those boundaries, my pal number 3, especially if you're operating very high. You can't allow people to just come into your energy just because they feel entitled to it. No. How do people secretly feel? Yeah, we have the King of Pentacles. You have this grounding, nurturing energy. So some people, they want to take from you without replenishing. That's why we have the Seven of Swords, ulterior motives. Okay, but because you're such a grounded individual, it may cause these people to feel imbalanced when they are in your presence, because they can't match that energy. They know that there's an energetic difference. Even if they don't know much about energy or spirituality, they could sense it. Okay, we're all spiritual beings. Even if we don't practice spirituality, we're all spiritual beings. Okay, so how do people secretly feel in your presence? Ooh, boss. They're definitely intimidated. They're intimidated in your presence with the Emperor. That's for sure. Like, you have people that can't even look at you in the eye because they're intimidated by your presence. They know that you could see right through them. That's why we have the Judgment card. They feel judged by you. How do people secretly feel in your presence? Yeah, they feel like like some of them, they may feel indifferent with the Two of Swords in your presence. Maybe like they don't really care too much. Maybe they're jaded, so they're not really paying attention. But some people, they may feel like unseen or invisible in your presence with the Two of Swords. How do people secretly feel in your presence? Oh, I just seen the Five of Pentacles wanted to come out. Yeah, some people are nervous. The Nine of Swords came out. How do people secretly feel in your presence? Wow, Three of Swords. Guys, I can't make it up. They feel like rejected or less than in your presence, because like I said, they're operating out of survival, and that's like a really stressful state to operate in. Okay, being in survival mode all the time, that's like very stressful. That increases your cortisol level, and that makes you gain weight. Okay, a lot of weight, and weight that is kind of like difficult to lose, especially in the belly. How do people secretly feel in your presence? We have the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is here twice. There's something about waiting, delays, obstacle, or feeling like they have to put in work. Yeah, they feel like they have to measure up, or they have to work really hard to meet you at your level. How do people secretly feel? Yeah, Five of Wands. They feel competitive. I'm telling you, this is your workplace, guys. Like, people in your workplace do not like you. And it's not because you did anything wrong to them. It's because of what you represent. You represent consistency, power, leadership qualities, determination, hard work. Okay, you're driven, you're focused, and you have boundaries. You're not afraid to stand up for yourself and let people know, like, you're not going to talk to me like that. You're not going to treat me like that. You know your rights, and you know how to do so gracefully. So you're not aggressive or rude or forceful when you deal with people. Like, you let them know, like, you call out people when they do something messed up to you. With the Queen of Swords, you call them out, and they don't like that. That's why some people, they may feel defensive or competitive towards you. We have the Emperor again. Boss. Boss energy. They better put some respect on your name, my pal number 3, because they know. That's one thing that they know, they can't deny. with the Emperor being here twice, they know you have a powerful presence. That's why they're intimidated. They want to try you with the Five of Wands, but they know that they have to do it in a sneaky way with the Seven of Swords. So these are the type of people that like to sneak this and after say, oh, why are you so sensitive? I was just joking. No, you were not. No, you were not. You actually meant what you said. Say it with your chest then. You talk about joking, say it with your chest. Yeah. Okay? These are the type of people like when you call them out, oh no, I was joking. Like you don't know how to take a joke. Like, no, 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 that was not a joke. You meant that. And it was personal. You can't even say it with your chest. You don't get me started. What do people secretly how do people secretly feel in your presence? How do people secretly feel in your presence? We have the Ace of Cups. Yeah, the Ace of Cups speaks of love, self-love. Like, yeah, some people, like, not everybody feels that way towards you, like, competitive, or they feel like they have to measure up to you. You do have like followers or people that are genuinely accepting and love your energy with the Ace of Cups. They secretly feel like your energy is genuine, like the love that you give is genuine, it's not fake. How do people secretly feel in your presence? We have the Magician. I don't know why how I heard outmaneuvered, outshined with the Magician. You're very skilled and talented. You could be a Gemini here or a Virgo. And if you are a Gemini and it's your birthday today, happy birthday. Okay. Yeah, definitely with this energy. Yeah, like you have outsmarted a lot of people and they don't like that. How do people secretly feel? How do people secretly feel in your presence? We have the Knight of Cups. Some people are charmed or swept off their feet in your presence. They're drawn to you. You may have like romantic suitors, maybe in the workplace. You have people that are fond of you because we do have the King of Cups, King of Pentacles again. So there is this energy of like stability, work ethics, that determination. So some people, they feel safe and comfortable in your presence. They secretly feel safe and comfortable, but some people, they may feel competitive or unstable, okay, in your energy. How do people secretly feel in your presence? Yeah, we have the Hermit card. They may feel invisible, unseen in your presence, or your presence overshadow them. Like they feel like people don't really pay attention to them as much when you come around because you take all of the attention. You take the attention away from them. Some people, they like to be the center of attention, and when you come around, it's like all eyes on you all of a sudden, and they don't really like that. Okay, they like to be in the spotlight, while you don't really care about that. You rather just focus on your money and keep quiet. How do people secretly feel in your presence? Yeah, we have the Ten of Wands. Maybe your presence is like um a burden, or there is a struggle or a challenge when you come around, when people are in your presence. Maybe there's a heaviness here. There's like some sort of unspoken truth, like the elephant in the room type of energy when you come around. When people are in your presence, they feel like there's something unspoken that both of you agree on, like you and the other person, but it's not being spoken out loud. Like there is like this energy shift when you come around, and it's heavy for some people. How do people secretly feel in your presence? Just one card. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, some people, they may be cautious in your presence. With the Knight of Pentacles, they may tread lightly. There's an energy of like, let me see, let me assess the situation first. Let me check this person out first before I open up, which is fine. Like, it's not like there is anything bad about this energy, but there's some people that's how they tread when they're around you, how they move. How do people secretly feel? Ooh, Seven of Swords again, guys. I don't like that. Yeah, you have some people that are shady. Like they have to be deceptive in order to stay around you, because maybe they're trying to hide something from you, hide it, how they truly feel about you. Because how they feel about you is negative. They see you as competition. They may even see you as a threat or an enemy in some way, shape, or form, because you're powerful. Your presence is intimidating to them, because we have the Emperor twice and we have the Strength card. Okay, a lot of fire energy, driven, focused energy, powerful, and they don't like that. Your energy makes them nervous or uncomfortable, because that's what I'm getting here. A lot of uncomfortable energy when it comes to you, when people are in your presence. Okay. So that's all I have for you, my pal number 3. I hope this reading resonated. If it did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I hope to see you in my next video, pal number 3. Bye.